distinction for 5 decades, number 9.
Tonelli to Nystrom. He scores! Bob Nystrom scores the goal. The Islanders win the Stanley Cup.
Comes to the line. LaFontaine shot. He scores! LaFontaine at the blue line. Here in the 4th overtime.
Pittsburgh, 1991 Stanley Cup champs. Robitaille gets it back center. They score! Gretzky scores!
The waiting is over. The New York Rangers are the Stanley Cup champions. Let the celebration begin.
Welcome to the NHL Network's presentation of the top 20 games of all time. I'm Dan Pollard. Well, with tens of thousands of games to choose from, the challenge of narrowing the league's best games ever was left to the NHL, who donated the 20 for display at the Museum of Radio and Television in New York. Today, we show you one of the games from that exclusive list. Some games are famous for a play on a moment, but this game evokes memory simply by saying the words New Year's Eve, December 31st, 1975. Arguably, the best two teams in the world faced off at the Forum in one of the most memorable games ever played in that very storied building.
Portant le numéro 1, wearing number 1, Nikolai Adonin. Le numéro 2, number 2, Alexander Gusev. Le numéro 3, number 3, Vladimir Lutchenko. Le numéro 4, number 4, Victor Kuzkin. Le numéro 5, number 5, Valéry Vassiliev. Le numéro 6, number 6, Gennady Tsygankov. Le numéro 7, number 7, la capitaine, the captain, Boris Mikhailov. Le numéro 8, number 8, Alexander Maltsev. Le numéro 9, number 9, Alexander Volkov. Le numéro 10, number 10, Victor Kutergin. Le numéro 11, number 11, Boris Alexandrov. Le numéro 13, number 13, Alexei Volchenkov. Le numéro 14, number 14, Vladimir Popov. Le numéro 15, number 15, Vyacheslav Saladukhin. Le numéro 16, number 16, Vladimir Petrov. Le numéro 18, number 18, Vladimir Vikulov. Le numéro 21, number 21, Sergei Glazov. Le numéro 22, number 22, Viktor Zhlotov. Le numéro 17, number 17, Valery Kharlamov. Le numéro 20, number 20, Vladislav Tretьяк. Now, introducing the Montreal Canadiens of the National Hockey League. Et maintenant, voici maintenant nos Canadiens. Le numéro 1, number 1, Michel Larocque. Le numéro 29, number 29, Ken Драйден. Le numéro 3, number 3, John Van Boxmeer. Le numéro 5, number 5, Guy Lapointe. Le numéro 18, number 18, Serge Savard. Le numéro 19, number 19, Larry Robinson. Le numéro 24, number 24, Don Orri. Le numéro 26, number 26, Pierre Bouchard. Le numéro 6, number 6, Jim Roberts. Le numéro 8, number 8, Doug Riceborough. Le numéro 10, number 10, Guy Lafleur. Le numéro 11, number 11, Yvon Lambert. Le numéro 14, number 14, Mario Tremblay. Le numéro 17, number 17, Murray Wilson. Le numéro 20, number 20, Peter Machowicz. Le numéro 21, number 21, Doug Jarvis. Le numéro 22, number 22, Steve Shutt. Le numéro 23, number 23, Bob Gainey. Le numéro 25, number 25, Jacques Lemaire. Le numéro 12, number 12, the captain, Yvan Cournoyer.
captains have been called to center ice. Kurnway is there, and now Mikhailov makes his way as the head of the Soviet Sports Federation joins Clarence Campbell in this, the official face-off prior to tonight's big New Year's Eve hockey game here in Montreal. And there it is. Oh, come on, Ivan. Mr. Campbell wants one more. Amazing to hear the reception given, especially to the last two Soviet players introduced, Harlamov and Tretьяк. So the official part of that ceremony is over. Danny, they're going to have the exchange of gifts. These Soviet players must have pretty large homes, because every time you see them play hockey, they're exchanging gifts with somebody, either before or after the game.
Dick, there seems to be, and we're thankful for it, a great spirit of camaraderie here between these teams, starting the game at least. We don't know what will happen after. But I haven't heard this crowd in such a frame of mind as they were tonight. I suppose comparably would be Labor Day 1972.
There you see the gifts that are being exchanged. The Canadians receiving the gift on the left. The Montreal players are offering each Russian player a silver single one of the third series of Olympic stamp sculpture. Our coverage of Super Series 76 Game 2 continues in just a moment.
This NHL Network program is brought to you in part by Lagoli, the world's first automated inflatable hockey goaltender.
And the wheel goes round and round. The wheel goes round and round. The wheel goes round and round.
The NHL Network presents the 20 greatest games.
Do you believe it? Do you believe it?
Join the NHL Network every week for another one of hockey's top 20 games.
Finale to Nystrom. He scores! Bob Nystrom scores the goal.
Campbell Murray has won it for the Vancouver Canucks.
Philadelphia at Buffalo, 1975. Monday on the 20 greatest games.
My love is higher than a wishing well, deeper than a wishing well. Say those pretty words and I will give my love to you.
A Clarica advisor can make sense of almost anything, even proposals. Clarica, health insurance, life insurance, and investments.
Service?
Kabel.
Gesundheit. NyQuil. Cold relief. Feel better. You sleep. Sleep like lumber.
What?
Like the infant.
Oh.
Sleep like home. Good night.
NyQuil, the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever so you can get the relief you need to sleep and feel better medicine. Also try new and improved liquid caps.
There you get a look at the pre-warm-up activities of Dryden. He's down there in the north end. And in the south end, Tretьяк.
Tretьяk played all 8 games for the Soviets in the series involving the National Hockey League in 1972. Ken Dryden played in 4 of those games, splitting the duties even Steven with Tony Esposito.
So the starting lineup is out on the ice now for the Soviets. Petrov will go to center. Harlamov, who had that great goal in New York on Sunday night, number 17, is over on the left wing. Mikhailov, number 7, he's the captain on right wing for the Soviets. Gusev on defense. And the other defenseman will be Vasiliev. There you see Petrov. Now for the Canadians, Lefleur at center. Gagné on the left wing, Wilson on the right side. Savard and Lapointe on defense, and it goes to the Canadians. Savard clearing it ahead to Gagné, and he ran into Vasiliev and went down. Puck is into the Soviet zone. Vasiliev cleared it up on the left wing. Harlamov passes it and it's off the stick of Savard. Harlamov coming in. Mikhailov takes his shot and he's wide with it along the ice. Now Gainie with Wilson. Here's Wilson waiting on goal. He takes the shot, the rebound to Lefleur. And Tretьяк was there to make the save. Now Wilson is bumping there along the boards with Mikhailov. And let's see.
Canadians getting a penalty. John, right off the bat, we saw two things that we saw in New York the other night. A good check by Vasilia and one of those long Soviet passes which preceded the breakaway by Murray Wilson.
Well, Mikhailov moved in close and a shot on Dryden, but that was a great check by Vasilyov right at the blue line, right to start the game. Now here's Mikhailov. He places out a stick, and Murray Wilson ends up with a penalty.
Trop élevé à 38 secondes. Canadians penalty number 17, Murray Wilson. 2 minutes for high sticking at 38 seconds.
38 seconds, the time of the high sticking penalty against Wilson of Montreal. Petrov at center, Mikhailov on the right wing, Harlamov over there too, he remains out, Vasiliev and Gusev. So in effect there is no change for the Soviets on the power play. For Montreal, Gainie, Jarvis, Savard and Lapointe. No score. We have just started here. We're in the first minute of play. Now Lapointe gets it over to Gainie. Gainie back into his zone to Savard. He takes a look, clears it ahead of Jarvis. Vasiliev back in his zone to Harlamov. Harlamov starting out over the line with Petrov. Petrov has it at the line, playing it back. And the Soviets are stymied the first time they put their power play into operation. Now Gusev up on the left side. Mikhailov over the line, a great move. He's knocked to the ice. Here's Petrov trying to clear it in front. He's knocked down. Now the puck goes to Lapointe. Lapointe slaps it off the boards, and the Soviets back into their own zone. Zhluktov comes off the Soviet bench. Vikulov is out there too. Now Alexandrov is on the ice and he cleared it into the Canadian zone. There's Savard with it to the point and it gets by Saviliev. Now on the left side, Lemaire cleared it down the ice. Vasiliev from in front of his net. Zhluktov missed it. Now it goes to Robinson. He ran into Roberts. Lemaire has it and it's fouled on the outside. 31 seconds left in the penalty.
Canadians doing all right, John. They had said before, while they didn't want to draw any penalties, they had to block up the middle, and that's what they did inside their own line, at least up to now, anyway.
Well, they did, and they kept control of the puck, too, with Gainie throwing it back to Savard. And Savard's pretty wise when he's coming up penalty, and 31 seconds left in the penalty.
Zhluktov, Vikulov, and Alexandrov up front. Tsygankov is on defense with Lutchenko, who has the puck. Ahead it goes into the center ice area to Vikulov, to Alexandria. He passed it back and it's broken up by Roberts. Roberts shooting it down the ice, and now we have exactly 7 seconds left in the penalty to Wilson. Now the Soviets again. Zhluktov has it on the right side. He goes one way, the puck the other, and the Canadians again shoot it down the ice. And it is icing against Montreal.
From the Forum in Montreal, Super Series 76.
This NHL Network program is brought to you in part by iTech Hockey, worldwide leaders in head, facial, and goalie equipment innovation.
From August 1st to September 30th, buy an iTech HC100 or HC95 Pro helmet and receive a free Ice Air Performance long sleeve shirt featuring moisture wicking technology. See participating stores for details.
U.S. college sport at its best. NCAA hockey. Speed, finesse, and campus excitement. Top rivals meet every week throughout the season. all the way to the Frozen Four and the championship game.
Saturday, St. Cloud State at Denver, live on the NHL Network.
Do you guys do accessories?
You might say that.
Accessories from Apple Auto Glass. Whatever you're driving, we can accessorize it.
Apple Auto Glass.
Featuring Novus windshield repair, available at Novus and at participating Apple Novus locations.
Growing up, Sonny was always so happy. But then he changed. He started hanging around with the wrong crowd. Then, one day, I heard him talking to his friends about
mushrooms. Talk to your parents about Paper Mario, The 1,000-Year Door, rated E for everyone.
When we were kids, we didn't even know what Nintendo was. Sorry.
5,312, 5,313, 5,314.
You think he forgot about us?
Febreze Fabric Refresher eliminates odors and leaves fabrics fresh.
Tiffany, he's not worth it. There are so many other guys out there.
Febreze Fabric Refresher takes away the bad, leaves the good.
Back of the Soviet bench, you have three coaches. That's one of the assistants, Veniamin Alexandrov, who for many years was a star player for the Soviet national team.
Soviets, everybody up for the face-off. Solodukhin is at center. Maltsev and Popov are the wings. Kurnwaye-Mahowicz and Shot. Volchenkov on defense, cleared it away from shutout to center. Now Orri to Robinson, he cleared it through center. It's gobbled up by Kuzkin, he hits Shot. Shot with Kurnwaye-Mahowicz, Shot, shoots, scores!
Took advantage of something you don't see too often, I would imagine. The Russians coughing up the puck.
Here's the replay. Watch Steve Shot release this puck. Just a great shot right in the top corner, and Tretchak was partially screened. Just a super shot. Here it is in a replay again.
I'm wondering if Tretchak might have been looking for him to shoot to the long side, to the stick side. He caught the short side up high. Tremendous emotion. And the forum, and at 3:16, there you have it, Steve Shot scores. So it's 1-0. But 1-0 lead sometimes don't mean very much. The Rangers found that out.
Well, the Rangers took that penalty and let the Soviets back in the game in New York.
Number 22, Steve Shot. Assist to number 20, Pete Mahowicz at 3 minutes, 16 seconds.
So at 3:16, it's a shot from Mahowicz. Tretchak's a busy goaltender. He played all but 4 of his team's games in the part of the schedule they completed prior to this trip. There is the head coach, Konstantin Loktev, and there is the other assistant coach, Anatoly Firzov.
So a booming blast from the stick of Steve Shot, and Montreal leading the Soviets 1-0. It is Petrov at center against Lemaire. Gainey has it, clearing it in. Tretchak gives it to Gusev. Lemaire after Gusev, the big, tall, husky Soviet defenseman, feeds it ahead. Harlamov digging in there, fires the wrist shot, and he's wide with it. He's a tremendously exciting player, number 17, Harlamov. Vasiliev playing it out. Mikhailov gets it over to Harlamov. He left it there, and it's swept away by Lemaire. Petrov back at the line, losing it to Lafleur. Lafleur trying to center it, going after it again. Here's Lafleur, the pass too high. Lemaire rolled it in front of the net, and Gusev cleared it up. Harlamov bumped by Gainey. Here's Lapointe centering it right in front of the net, and it was grabbed off by Petrov. And the Soviets are having difficulty getting out. Vasiliev cleared it to center. Now Petrov turning back at his own line over on this wing. Harlamov missed it. Gainey knifed it in over the line. There's Lafleur going to the corner. He centered it. And there to get it is Gusev. Savard stopping it. Lapointe rolling it ahead to Gainey. He hops in over the line. Here's Gainey with Lefleur right in front of the net. Lefleur takes it away. And a penalty coming up. Penalty coming up.
Dick, what I've noticed about the Soviets, they've slipped the extra forward up near the blue line for a quick breakaway pass, so they've been trying to get that puck up to that forward.
Lutchenko from the face-off, shooting it down into the Canadian zone. Montreal leading the Soviets 1-0 with just 4:58 having been played. There's Kurnwaye in a full flight of steam down in behind the net. He's trying to center it. Peter Machowlich goes in there to help. Here's Kurnwaye getting ready to shot. Knocked off the stick. Van Boxmeer winds up with a shot. And that changed direction and went off the boards behind the net. Cıganков clearing it out. Now it's shot tied up. Peter Machowlich comes in there to assist. Machowlich clearing it on the left side to Lapointe in over the Soviet line. A weak shot. Cıgankov checking with Lapointe, and it was cleared from in front of the net. Zhluktov ahead it goes to Vikkulov over to Zhluktov. He tried to get it back in front, and it was stopped by Lapointe. Here come the Canadians. Kurnwaye faking the shot, and it's stopped by Cıgankov. Zhluktov taking it over on the far side at center. Laying it back into his own zone. Lutchenko turning. Now there are 37 seconds left in the penalty. The Soviets, they have that fine defensive pattern going. Mikhailov now has it. Rysbrow's on the ice. Volchenkov comes to center. Knocked off his stick, and Savard takes over at the Montreal line. Ahead to Lambert. Rysbrow couldn't pick it up. That's Petrov for the Soviets. Dumping it back in. Volchenkov. Mikhailov played it to the boards. Now it's in over the line. And Petrov is in there with only 3 seconds now left in the penalty. Mikhailov coming out over the line. Vasiliev is back on the ice. Good moves there by Mikhailov. And he got it over on the side to Petrov. He cleared it ahead. Savard for Montreal. Over to Robinson. He chopped it to center. Gusev couldn't clear it out. In there goes Harmelov. Here's Trombley getting ready from the net. Trombley has a shot. And it's blocked by Tretьяк. Outstanding work there by Trombley of Montreal. Savard broke up Petrov. Lambert over to Rysbrow. He shoots at the rebound in front of the net. They score! Lambert!
Tremendous work by the whole line. Starting really when Trombley came close, but it was a tremendous job of work, Fergie.
Well, when Rysbrough shot, Tretьяк made the first save, and persistence paid off, and Lambert backhands it between his legs.
Better look at it here, I think. Better angle, right here from in front of the net. Sit down, please. There, thank you.
There it is, through his legs, and Lambert gives them a 2-0 lead.
The Soviets have not had a shot on Dryden. The Canadians have outshot them 7-0 to this point in the hockey game.
They're playing a fired-up hockey club here in the Montreal Canadiens. There's no doubt about it.
Close-up look at Tretьяk, John, right here, and you see Lambert, number 11, with the backhand, and as John pointed out, persistence, he fought off the check and scored.
Assist to number 8, Doug Rysbrough, and number 18, Serge Savard, at 7 minutes and 25 seconds.
7 minutes and 25 seconds, the time of the second Montreal goal. Popov clearing it back to the line. Jarvis coming down on the left side, and Kuzkin broke him up. Here's Savard into the center ice area with Roberts and Wilson. Savard lugging the puck on the backhand, and he fired it around the net. Canadians Wilson trying to keep it in. Kuzkin missed it. Volchenkov takes it in behind the net, trying to shake off Wilson. Gets it over the stick of Popov, and it's Savard with it. Here's Savard, shaking off Popov. Savard into the center ice area to Wilson. And Kuzkin cleared it back to the line. The Canadians feed it in.